Hello and welcome to Reginaldesq. I'm Underhook and this is Escape from Tarkov. The game is in closed beta and alleluia, praise the Lord, we have a server in Australia. Yes, they have put a server in Sydney. I have a ping of around about 55 to Sydney, so I'm a very happy player. We campaigned as a community pretty hard and if you saw my last video I did from Escape from Tarkov was basically me showing how bad the desync was. The minimum of 10 seconds of desync, anywhere up to 30 seconds up to minutes of desync. I even dehydrated one game just waiting to loot a body. So yeah, it was terrible, but now I can say there's virtually no desync. I used to have, as well as desync, there goes an AI scav. That's why I was paused, by the way, aiming there, because I could hear him coming down. Yeah, we used to have, I don't know, 3 seconds of lag, as well as desync. But even before, I think it was the last patch in alpha where the desync really started. And before that, we used to get, if we didn't get desync, we were getting lag as well. But now I'm, very little lag and no desync, and it's just great fun to play again. It's like being a beginner again, though. I can hear someone in the room next to me, so I'm waiting for them to come through that door. I always close that door if it's open, so that I can. Do that. Whoa! Another one. Oh no! I'm dead. I didn't know there was 2 of them. That is the disadvantage of having a shotgun that only has a 4-round magazine. Well done to Slaughter, the player who killed me there. Yeah. Alright, so now I'm going in as a scav. But yeah, I'm playing like a beginner again. I had about 400,000 rubles. I spent them all on shotguns and stuff like that, and got down to my last 2 shotguns and no money left. I just was losing every game. I was getting, had exit campers everywhere. Just everywhere I went, I was getting camped and shot, and I couldn't escape at all. And then all of a sudden, I had a couple of good games, and my stash is almost full. So, yeah, well, half full anyway. So I'm just still using up the last couple of shotguns I had there, and so doing a few runs. I've been playing mostly woods and customs and stuff like that, but I decided to get back into the shotties and do a bit of work on factory because the games are a bit quicker. You can get through more games, and I'm trying to level up the traders. I'm still level 1 with all of them. So we heard a lot of automatic gunfire there. So there's obviously a player with a fully auto gun doing the business there. I can see a body over there. This is edited, by the way. So there's a body there. I want to go out and loot it. Got to be a bit careful here. So I'm looking up top just to see if there's someone hiding up the top. We'll go and loot this body. So yeah, if you're in the Australia-Oceanic region, you're holding off purchasing the game because you'd heard all the stories about lag and desync and all that. Well, it's all good now. So I was a bit worried that the lag would be gone, but the desync would still be there. But the desync's gone, so it's obviously just totally server related. There are still a lot of players, I believe, in Europe who are having a lot of problems with desync. So, and I think it's just there just aren't enough servers for the number of players. F1 grenade, fantastic. We like those grenades. Very powerful grenade. So yeah, I think once they get more servers up, and they are slowly putting more servers up, the game should be good for everyone. So long as they put one, somewhere near you. But do check before you buy if there are servers reasonably local to you, or if they're going to be, because it is a game that if you don't have servers somewhere near you, it's unplayable, basically. In its current form, anyway, unless they come up with some sort of optimization that it can still work. But currently. So I moved around the side, around the back there, a bit of editing there. I'm looking for bodies, because I'm trying to get some bodies to loot, and I don't know where the bodies are. So there's obviously some player who's shooting everybody in the same spot, maybe stacking bodies up. I'm just trying to find where they might be so I can get some loot. So I'm checking the hole in the wall up there to see if there's a player there. Can't see one. I can hear someone. Scav. That's one dumb scav. He didn't even turn around when I shot him in the back. It's funny with the scavs. Sometimes they're really smart. They just spin around and one-shot you in the head. I had a game earlier where I was a PMC the shotgun. Oh, I'm being chased. That's why I'm running, by the way. I'm being chased. That could have been a player. I can hear a scav now, but I think that was a player shooting at me just before. I'm just going to make a run to get into cover in this room, in the staircase here, because being out in the open, if you get surrounded by scavs, it can be really hard. I can hear someone coming. I think he's gone into the room downstairs. He's gone into the shower block. From the sound of it. See if he comes out or not. No, he's just there. Wasn't the shower block, sorry. It was that that ramp. Unfortunately, where he is a really hard spot to loot. It's a really dangerous place. That walkway. Oh, we can hear someone there. He sounds fairly close. I'm just going to hide here. The trouble with some of the sounds in the game at the moment is voices can sound very close when actually not very close. And not so much on factory, but I know on woods, gunshots can sound like they're next to you and they're actually on the other side of the map. So some of the sounds are still not quite right in the game. So there's still things they need to work on this game. But the way it is, it's still a lot of fun. It's very atmospheric. It can be very scary at times as well. But be aware, the game is very hard. Like I was saying, I was down to my last 2 shotguns. And I would have had, if I'd lost those 2 more games, I would have had nothing, basically. Can happen, and especially when you're playing solo. The game really is a lot of luck. You know, I mean, I didn't do anything differently, start doing anything differently or anything. I just had a lot of bad luck where, yeah, I managed to get some good gear, and I'd be walking towards the exit and somebody had just been camping in a bush for 30 minutes waiting for someone to walk by. There's not many players that are prepared to camp for that long to get somebody, but you know, if you have bad luck, you might just have 10 games in a row where there just happens to be somebody camping the exit every time you play. I even played factory a couple of maps where I had gear, I was trying to get out and there was somebody camping the exit in the factory as well, and unless you've got grenades, there's not a lot you can do. But also people are getting much more clever now at camping, so they won't camp right at the exit. They'll camp somewhere where they think you'll walk past as you're going towards the exit, in a bush somewhere, and you just, I mean, unless you've got 100 grenades, you can grenade every bush on the way to the exit. It's not much you can do. Okay, so I'm still looking for some decent bodies to loot here. Just going to walk around here. I mean, I've been playing a while. I haven't got a lot of loot, so I just want to get something decent so I can get out. So there's a body here. I'm just looking, is that person alive or is that dead? No, it's a dead scav up there. Thought I heard something. He's got a pistol. I haven't got any room for it really. Well, I have, but I can't be bothered taking it. Let's try and find some better loot. Search this other guy up here. See what he's got. Oh yes, he's got an AK and he's got a pack of armour, a vest, fantastic. He's got a TT pistol, my favourite pistol in the game, or one of my favourite guns in the game. He's also got a nice vest. That vest was about 10 grand. I want to try and get that tactical vest. I might search it and then put my guns and stuff I've got in my duffel bag into the vest, and then put the vest in my duffel bag. That's my plan here. It's got some ammo for the AK in it as well. Uh-oh. Quick, get out. Ooh. I think my armour saved me there. The armour that I just put on probably saved my life. Now I'm getting shot at by a player, I think. I think there's a player and a scav over there to my right. One's up, the player is up top, I think, and I think there's a scav down the bottom. I'm just going to look through this crack here. Yeah, if I can see the scav. Oh, you get shot at again. Is that the player on top shooting at me? I don't want to stay here because he might have a grenade or something and decide to grenade me. I'm going to get caught in there where I can't move. What to do? Well, first of all, we'll change the AK. Have we got ammo in it? Yes, we have. Okay, so we've got it. We may as well use it. Okay, let's see if this guy's got anything we can use. He's got a Saiga. That's nice. It's worth a bit of money. Saigas aren't the greatest shotguns. They're fantastic shotguns, but they've got a 5-round magazine, and the magazines take up a fair bit of space. So, oh, that was the player up top shooting me. He shot me in the legs, and I can't walk. I can't run. I can barely walk. Yeah, okay. So that's definitely a player because he knows I'm wearing a vest, so he shot me in the legs. Hell, I got shot from the other side. Was that the player double ran on me? Oh, no, there's the player. I saw a flash up top. Oh, I'm surrounded. So there's a player up there, and there's someone else over here. I think there's still someone down the bottom as well. I'm going to throw this grenade. So if there's anyone else down the bottom, that'll clear him out. Might even hurt the guy at the top. Oh, there's someone shooting at me there. There he is. Scav. Alright, he's down. I've got to check my health. I'm not feeling good. My vest is gone from the look of it, and both my legs are broken, and my head's bleeding. I would normally run round the other way, but I'm going to have to go this way because I'll bleed to death before I get to the exit if I go the other way. I'm just going to have to risk it. Hopefully I can see this place versus me. No. Darn it. And that's the thing with this game. You can play for, you know, a 40-minute game if you want, and then just you finally find something and you can't get out. And so, yeah, be warned if you decide to buy this game, it's hard. You've got to remember there's a bunch of AI scavs that will kill you. There's player scavs that will kill you, and then there's the other PMC players who will kill you. So there's a lot of players. It's almost like a team deathmatch in a way, unless you decide to team up with people, or you join a clan, or you get on Discord or something and play with other people, and you can team up. Then it's a bit different. I think the objective from developers is to have team versus team, and with the scavs sort of as a random element. But at the moment, the team system isn't fully implemented, so it's still sort of basically everybody for themselves unless they deliberately team up. And yeah, it's tough to stay alive. So I'm a PMC again. I've got my shotgun. It's a fully auto shotgun. You don't have to pump this one or anything. Just basically, well, it's fully semi-auto anyway. Just keep pulling the trigger. And but I've only got the 4-shot magazine on it, so I do need to reload. And we saw what happened in that early game when 2 people came at me at once. It's not great in that situation. Ideally, you can get an 8-round magazine is the best one you can get, but they're pretty rare at the moment. You can get 6-round magazines, are fairly common, but I don't have any. I'm going to kick this door in. Sometimes there's a med pack on that chair there. There's often a med pack, but it's not there, so it's not hasn't spawned in this particular match. Looks like there's a little bit of an ammo box of ammo there, but I don't want it. I haven't got time to worry about that at the moment. I can hear someone at a locker, so I know there's someone in this office here. So what I'm going to do, you're going to watch this. I'm going to kick down the door and start shooting. So that's Pika's advantage. When I first started playing, I used to do what that guy just did, and that is get in here, shut the doors, start looting lockers and the safe and everything, and then if a player came in, I figured, oh, as they're opening a door, I'll just blast them. But it doesn't work. Pika's advantage means if you kick a door in and just rush in, because of the ping, you know, time to server and all that, it just doesn't work. Probably from his point of view, the door got kicked in, I instantly appeared in front of him and went bang bang. He probably put his finger on the trigger as he died. That's probably how it went for him. Wouldn't have been him having slow reflexes or anything like that, just would have been he didn't have a chance. So yeah, just like hiding around a corner or in a room like that doesn't work in this game. I know people saying this game, oh, sneak around is the best way to go, and it can be, but not in situations like that. If you wait around a corner or wait somewhere like that, a person can run around a corner and shoot you before you can do anything. So you kind of got to be, yeah, you got to be tricky if you're going to hide somewhere. It's got to be somewhere they don't look straight away. Also, he might have had a bit of, he might have been far from the server, I don't know. So one of the bugs I still have to work out is moving things from a body or a loot crate into your, in this case, my gamma container. As you see, I can't get them in. If I move the stuff from the right-hand side of my container to the left-hand side, I would probably then be able to put them in, but I didn't want to stuff around that long. It's too dangerous. So yeah, that's something they still need to fix. It was worse in the last patch of Alpha. They kind of fixed it up a little bit, but if you've got a backpack, you can sometimes then move the stuff into your backpack and then move it from there to your container, and it's easier to do it then. But getting stuff straight from... It just seems that where you want to put it and where it thinks you're putting it is out of sync. I think there might be a scav behind this in this area, so I'm just going to check. Okay. There's somebody out there somewhere. Getting stuck on a bit of rubble there on the ground. Somebody's coming. So sometimes with the sound I can't tell. There's another guy right behind that guy. You can hear him running there. But I knew I only had one round left in my gun. So, and one round generally won't kill them with the shotty. Unless it's in the face. But even then sometimes it doesn't work. So I just had to run there. And luckily he didn't follow me. I think he's gone the other way now. I don't know if it was a player. And he got scared. Well, we know there's definitely a player now because we just heard a shot then. Well, he was facing the wrong way, wasn't he? No. Oh, I can hear something. He was also facing the wrong way. Sound is, of course, ultra important in this game. That's good. So if I get two of those shotguns, that's a pump action shotgun. You get two of those, I can basically swap them for submachine gun for a clean, which I want to do. So I want to keep that shotgun, even though pump action shotguns are nowhere near as good as these shotguns. What you can do is you can see, I think that one's got a 5 or 6 round magazine. So when I get back to base, I can swap the magazine for the magazine in this gun, so I can turn my shotty into a 6 round magazine, making it a much better gun, and then sell the pump action. Or I think I'm going to get 2 of them anyway. I can swap them for a clean. That's what I want to do, because I do want to do some testing, but the guns and stuff to test. I nearly always, I think I don't know if I said this earlier in the video, but I nearly always drink drinks when I get them, just because it helps improve your skill as far as how much hydration you get from drinks and all that sort of stuff. The way the skills work in this game, not all the skills are implemented yet, only some of them are, but basically the more you do things, the more you get a skill in that area. So the more you run, the better your endurance gets, the more weight you carry, the better your strength gets. I think that's what affects your strength anyway. And the more sort of, you know, combat you see, the better less likely your bones are to break and stuff like that. So, and rehydrating, the more you drink products and eat things, the better you get it, the more hydration you get from them and stuff like that. I don't really know how drinking experience is a skill, but it is in the game. Not sure if I'm that keen on the skill system in the game. I don't really, personally, I don't feel that really should have a skill system in it like that, but anyway. It's not a game breaker, as long as they're not too powerful. I think, see, one of the ultimate skills when you got to the top of it was your bones didn't break, and stuff like that, which really, and you don't bleed, or your bleeding just sort of stops automatically after a short time. That sort of stuff I think is overpowered, and it also means you don't have to ever use splints or bandages and stuff, which really sort of gets rid of one of the fun aspects of the game, having to do that stuff when, like, you know, you got someone coming after you, but you're going to bleed to death, so you got a bandage and all that. That stuff's fun. I think it is anyway. So I'm not editing this final game, just so you can get a bit of an idea of how a game goes. Like, it all seems quiet. There's a guy there. I fire a second shot because I'm so used to playing with lag and desync that, you know, you just expect him not to die. So I only had to fire the one shot, but ended up firing two. Now somebody else shot at me. I think it might be a player. Probably a player scav. Scav with the pistol. I had a similar situation to that in another game. It was very similar distance and everything. I fired a shot from my shotgun. He fired one shot from his pistol and I died. Like, you can hear him. You heard the guy cry out there. I think he just died. Yeah, he's dead. So yeah, he just went bang and one shot with his pistol. So just head shot me. I was so mad because I had so much. I collected so much gear. Yeah, there's someone up there shooting at me. I think it's a player. Player scav. I'm going to go up here because I can hear someone walk around up here, and also because I don't like being out that area too much. You can get surrounded. I think the player's just on my right, actually, in that locker room, shower room area. Whoa! I went to loot that guy and I just got shot at twice with a shotgun. Running, and somebody else is shooting at me with a different kind of gun. So there's at least two people shooting at me there. One of them's probably an AI. I just realised I didn't have my healing, my med pack there, my A2 med pack, assigned to a key. I normally have it assigned to the 4 key. And I went to press 4 and I wasn't getting any healing, so. And I'm too nervous at the moment to assign it. Oh, that's a grenade. You can hear that dink, dink, dink. If you ever hear that, just run. It wasn't an F1, I don't think, luckily for us, so it probably would have killed us. I'm now going to assign my med pack. So this is my area I like to call my safe area. Whoops, I just pricked the tittle key. I'll call it my safe area. I go here when I'm in trouble because it's kind of, they can only really approach it from the front. And they have to sort of, to come through that doorway, they have to already have exposed themselves through the grate. So it's very hard for them to get onto you without you shooting them. That's why I like this spot. I can hear people. I'm thinking they're about to run past, but So that's why I waited there, but it doesn't look like it. So let's go out now and see if we can... Oh. Whoa, he stopped. Someone else is shooting at me again. I got hit. Reloading. Healing up again. So somebody's firing either a pistol or an AK or something at us on single fire. It's probably a scav. Or I don't know actually, it might be a player. Might have been a player that threw the grenade too, I don't know. See if I can loot this body. But I just want to check if it's safe first. Oh! Crikey, that's someone else with a shotgun again, so that's another one. Healing up again, I did get hit, so... I can hear running now, it's going the other way. Yeah, that seems like a player, sprinting away. So I don't know whether the other scav scared him off or whether he's just decided to move off. Maybe he's run out of ammo. Okay, so he's got a Saiga. The Saiga's good, but I'm not going to take it because I want to keep this gun to trade it for a Clin. He's got armor though, we'll take that. Saiga's alright, just the magazines take up too much room. Other than that, it's a great gun. Alright, let's get out of here. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to Reginaldesq. And have fun. Let's have a quick look at the stats and see how did we do in that game. 10,000 XP isn't that good, but it's okay. We killed 7 scavs and 1 player. So not many players. I don't know if any of the scavs were players. Maybe one of them was. Alright, catch you later.